So, Danielle wanted me to show off the 3D printer and at least show you some of the stuff that I've been working on. Okay. So, this is our laundry room, which is actually a downstairs kitchen. When we bought the place, it was previously an upper lower duplex. So, it has two kitchens, two electrical boxes, two gas meters, the whole bit. Before we bought it, the original owners, or not the original owner, but before we bought it, the owners that sold it turned it back into a single family home. But we haven't been able to make use of this as a kitchen since we moved in. A lot of stuff needs to happen, but that's all in the works. We actually have a kitchen renovation plan so we can start using this space as a kitchen. But in the meantime, it's more of a laundry / utility room. So, but one thing that we wanted was a space to work our 3D printer, which is here. So I built this workbench because it needs a sturdy surface. It can't just, sticks. It can't just be put on a card table. So I built the workbench here. I built these dry boxes for filament because you have to keep it at particular humidity in order to be, optimal. So I got desiccant down in there and some rods to hold the spools. But this is our Bambu X1 carbon, and I printed this tray. This was one of the first projects I did, was print this utility tray here for holding glue sticks, scrapers, cutters, deburrer, and all that. This was the first print, which is the Benchy test 3D model. Kind of just comes embedded in the memory. It's a good way to make sure the printer's working. So this is the filament that we currently have in there right now. All of it is PLA of different colors, and that's what I've been printing. Like 95% of the time is all PLA. So I have a job being sent to it right now, and it's preheating the bed, and it's going to clean the nozzle tip, auto level the bed, and then get to printing. This print job is going to take about 11 hours. So it's a cooking something up. So here are some of the projects that I've been 3D printing. One is these paint racks here. This is a modular system, so these trays that fit in these horizontal supports here are kind of customizable. You can have smaller ones that double up here for the airbrush paints, and the larger ones here for the standard acrylics. Printed this. I have a pegboard for tools and such that I bought at Lowe's, cut down, assembled the whole bit, but I also printed this to have honeycomb hex pegboard type thing for more customized stuff, like something to hold the calipers. I printed these. So I printed these battery holder things here to hold some of my power tools. It's a kind of an interesting way to keep things organized in there. Let's see, what else? Racks. I did this just yesterday. I printed this overnight, and this is a dice tower. But I printed this overnight Friday night, and then I spent Saturday testing out my airbrush and painting a 3D print for the very first time. So just kind of neat stuff overall. And one thing I found is, although I really love the look of this dice tower, it doesn't support that many dice. The most you can really get in there are 6 kind of small, or 5 actually, small 6-sided die to actually land level here down in the mouth. You put it through the eyeball or eye hole, lands down in the mouth. But any more than 5 and it starts to clutter up and you don't get a solid, like, this is clearly what the dice is showing. And I would like to start doing some series here where I play Final Girl board games. But in order to do that, I need to roll at least 6 die, like pretty successfully, pretty solidly, and within a confined space. Like I can't just be rolling them all across the table, knocking over my cards. So I do need a dice tower that actually supports a fair amount of dice being rolled. And that's the plan. So that's why I have this one printing out here. It's kind of a druidic tree thing. I still wanted something that looked nice and something that I could still paint and have some fun with. So I really love the skull. That's going to be really great for like Call of Cthulhu, Dungeons and Dragons, things like that. But then I'm going to have this guy that it's printing out now for larger stuff. So, I mean, this is, yeah, that's the fun of it all. And yeah, I'll go ahead and do some more recording as it's printing. I'll show you the finished product when it comes out.